Hey, what's going on, guys? Voice is still out from the live stream today, so apologize if I'm a little bit. My voice sounds weird. This isn't my normal voice if you're here. If you're new here, normally I would sound this way. Uh, I'm just doing my best Stone Cold Steve Austin impression, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. No, I'm just messing with you. If you're still here, if that didn't scare you away, listen. Bitcoin, guys. Got a bit of a hammer candle going on right now. Very bullish. Every time Bitcoin pulls down around that 92K level, even just a hair below that, for the last 2 days, it gets bought right back up. It wicks right back to the upside. We're showing strength right now in Bitcoin. Um, I think we could see a little bit more sideways action through the weekend, but we'll have to take it day by day. We'll see what the volume looks like. Last weekend was very, very slim for volume into both the upside and the downside. I think Bitcoin ranged between in like a $1,000 range. It was crazy for like 4 days. You don't see that very often in Bitcoin, but we did see that last weekend. So we're gonna have to play this weekend day by day. We'll see what happens with the volume, but I'm expecting just some sideways action. Maybe we retest 97, 98K next week. Maybe we retest 100K. We're getting close to the end of the month here, guys. Closing above 91K, closing above 93K would be phenomenal for the month. Phenomenal, right? But I think that 100K, as I've said before, is going to be a pretty strong level of resistance. Bears are going to, they're going to try to die on that hill. They're going to, make that a battleground to kind of get through. But I think that we can do it. I think that the Bulls can smash their way through there. Just be patient with it, right? We may take, last time we smashed through 100K, it took us like 9 days, I think. We rejected off 100K like 9 days in a row, and then we finally broke through with conviction, with volume, and we had a nice run. So that's kind of how I see it playing out this time as well. We'll probably bounce off it for a bit, maybe a week, right? So it'll lead into next month, but I really am thinking that May, June, July, August, September, potentially into October, it's going to be just parabolic, guys. Now I'm basing this off a few things. If you've been around for a while, you know we track the M2 money supply correlation to Bitcoin. We know that that is taking place. We know the M2 money supply has gone parabolic. It's into August right now, on a 108-day delay. So that's very, very fantastic for Bitcoin there. Um, also, we've also been tracking the Bitcoin dominance is starting to rise again significantly. Now, we talked about on the live stream today when altcoin season might come. We know that the Bitcoin dominance is not even close to where it needs to be for an altcoin season. Some people are saying that Bitcoin dominance is not going to fall down below 50%. I personally disagree. I think we will see around that 45% level again for the Bitcoin dominance. In the last bear market, or the last parabolic altcoin season, I think it was around 40 to 42% for Bitcoin dominance. Guys, listen, there's a lot of people out there every cycle. It's the same people that say that this time is different, and they give you their excuses, right? Now, right now, you're seeing a lot of people saying, oh, the Bitcoin dominance is not going to go down below 50% because of spot Bitcoin ETFs and because of adoption. Yeah. And last cycle, the excuses were, well, because of COVID, right? And because of things like that, because of the SEC lawsuits, and right, every cycle has their excuses why prices are going to do what people think they're going to do. And it never plays out that way. It always plays out the 4-year cycle way, right? So people are telling you that ETF holders are not going to sell. That's a lie. That's a lie. Guys, think about this logically for a second. I don't care what these big channels are telling you. They're saying, these big ETF holders, they believe in Bitcoin. No, you're a maxi and you believe in Bitcoin, which is fine. I believe in Bitcoin too, but I'm also not naive enough to think that these people, these millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires who are buying spot Bitcoin ETFs are not going to allow themselves to become my exit liquidity by holding on to their Bitcoin while we all as retail sell. I don't know who told you that that was going to happen. Not going to happen, right? They're not stupid. They didn't become multimillionaires because they're stupid, right? They're going to take their profits. They were buying Bitcoin ETFs at 40K, 50K, 60K. If you think they're not going to sell at 150, 180K, or potentially higher, I don't think it's going higher, but potentially higher, then you are drunk out of your mind if you think they're not going to sell. They're just going to hold and ride it down to the bottom while you take your profits. If you believe that, I got a bridge to nowhere that I'll sell you as well, okay? There's going to be a bear market. Bitcoin is going to go down around 70% from its high in the bear market. Altcoins are going down 95% again in the bear market. I don't care how many people are using the XRP ledger. XRP is going down 95% like everything else in a bear market. I'm sorry if that pisses you off, but you know what? The hard reality is I'm not here to be a moon boy for you. I'm here to help you make money. I'm here to help you succeed, right? And telling you these magical stories of, you know, decoupling of XRP and ISO 222 projects are going to decouple, and they're not going to go into a bear market, and Bitcoin's not going to go into a bear market because of ETFs and stuff. Guys, listen, don't don't fall for that stuff, guys. In the last cycle, 2021, I saw tens, hundreds of thousands of people get wrecked because they were listening to these large content creators telling everybody that the 2022 was going to be bigger than 2021. It was going to be a super cycle. And it's all because of the COVID, right? I can't even, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word, but it's because of that crash, right? That caused everything to get pushed back. And 2026 is going to be parabolic. It's going to be super cycle. Bitcoin's going to $1 million and all that stuff. 2022 was a bloodbath. It was a disaster. And so many people got stuck holding their projects for 4 more years or selling at a loss because they listen to people who make these excuses, who say that this time is different for this reason, for that reason, right? Don't fall for it, guys. Now, I can't give you financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. All I can do is warn you of what I've seen. I've been around for multiple cycles, and I have seen a lot of people get wrecked by this hopium stuff, okay? And I'm not here to rain on your parade. I'm not here to be negative. In fact, it's just the opposite. Guys, you should be excited right now. Things are about to go parabolic. They've just started. They've already begun, right? Just 2 weeks ago, we were at 74K Bitcoin. We're pressing up at 95 right now, guys, right? You have every reason to be bullish right now. The M2 money supply has gone parabolic into August. If Bitcoin stays correlated to it, which there's an 80% chance that's going to happen, then, guys, the next 5 months are going to be just lights out bullish parabolicness, right? I'm telling you to be excited. I'm telling you you should be excited. I'm telling you, I hope that you have your bags packed and that you are positioned. And if you didn't listen to the people telling you we were going into a bear market, right? Because I want you to get that money. I just want to make sure you're also knowing you should be taking profits at the top or as close to the top as we can get, right? No one can time the top perfectly, but you should be taking profits in the fall because if you are not, my friends, you are going to be very, very upset in 2026 with yourself and with a lot of content creators. And you're going to start pointing fingers and blaming people because you didn't take profits because some big channel told you that it was going higher. I remember in the bottom of the bear market, there was these big channels telling you that at 15K Bitcoin, and you guys know the channels we're talking about, they were telling you sell everything at 15K because we're going to 9. We're going to $9,000 Bitcoin. Buy back in at 9. Guess what? We did not go to 9. We did not go to 14. We went straight up from 15, guys, and a lot of people got wrecked once again. Guys, you have to learn how to do these markets properly. Stop listening to content creators who are giving you moon boy scenarios or bear boy scenarios, right? We're here to teach you. We don't want to give you a fish. We want to teach you how to fish so that you understand these cycles, so that you understand charting, so that you understand macroeconomic situations, so that you can make informed decisions on your own instead of just listening to what channels, even me. Just don't just do what I'm saying, right? I want to teach you how to study projects, markets, macroeconomic scenarios, so that you could take all of the current metrics, both technical analysis, macroeconomic, microeconomic. You could take everything into consideration, and you could come out of what's going on right now with a completely different scenario than me, right? But I want to teach you how to read them, not how to do what I say, right? A lot of these channels want you to do what they say. I don't want that. I want you to make your own decision, but I want to teach you how to educate yourself on how to make that decision, guys. Don't just blindly listen to people telling you, I'm telling you things are going parabolic for the next 5 months. Don't just listen to me. Learn how to figure it out. Learn, hey, listen, we can teach you how to examine all these metrics for yourself, and you might disagree with me. Don't just buy everything and expect parabolicness because I said so, right? I could be wrong. Hell, my wife says I'm wrong all the time, right? Guys, who are married, you know what I'm talking about. So, but what I want to do is teach you how to examine all of the metrics that are in front of you and come to your own conclusion, because you're seeing people get wrecked all over the place because they're not learning for themselves. They're just listening to YouTubers, me included, right? People will tell you to go parabolic. They could be wrong. It doesn't mean it's malicious. I could be wrong. It doesn't mean I'm being malicious, right? Something could happen. Mr. T could throw another, I'm trying to think of an appropriate word that YouTube won't, not like. Another twist our way, macroeconomically, right? With the tariffs or something. And something bad could happen, right? So I could be wrong. People telling you that we were going down we were at 74K. There were so many content creators saying, and I'm talking big channels, guys, who are known for technical analysis. We're telling you we were going into a bear market because we were at 74K. We told you otherwise. We told you we were going to 91K. Guess what? We did, baby, because we know what we're talking about. We've been here for a long time. Okay? So that's why you can't just listen to what somebody says. You have to learn how to examine all of these metrics for yourself and come to your own conclusion on what you think is going to happen. And we want to teach you how to do that, guys. I don't want to give you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish. Okay? I don't want to hand you a meal. I want to hand you a kitchen full of food. So come on over to the Patreon, guys. Join the community. We drop educational content all the time, tutorial videos on key websites you're going to need to learn how to use as tools in your process, and so much more. Technical analysis training. We're live over there every day. You can book one-on-one coaching calls with me absolutely for free over there as well. So why not come on over? Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you get a free one-on-one coaching call out of the deal, right? You can get a second opinion on your portfolio. You can get some price predictions, price targets, or examinations on some of your favorite altcoins, and so much more, guys. We teach you tokenomics. We teach you fundamentals. We teach you how to research teams. We teach you how to research projects, know which ones are studs, which ones are duds, and so much more. The link will be down below, guys. Get educated. It's very, very important. Life-changing wealth and generational wealth does not just come to you because you put a couple $100 in the space because some big content creator told you to. It comes when you commit yourself to learning, to getting better, to having a plan, to having conviction, to having dedication and patience. That is how you succeed. So check it out for yourselves, guys. Super Dave Osborne, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Click the like, click the subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.